What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Get some work done. Want to hop in with you guys real quick. Got a lot done today. A lot going on in the real estate world. That I want to talk to you guys about today. Wanted to actually go into one conversation about hard money a little bit. But before we get into hard money, I did want to get into for you inspiring or aspiring investors looking to get your first rental property. Some of the things to more of a mindset shift that you need to start having when you get into it. And the biggest thing it does come back to is, of course, the money, right? Like a lot of times when I talk to new investors or just getting their first property or they have their one, they want to get to the second property. A lot of times what's usually preventing them is the money, is that I don't want to be in more debt. I don't want to be in more debt. And you're going to have to, if you really want to start getting into investments and get to a point to where, hey, these investments now allows you to start pulling your foot off of the gas a little bit. You're going to have to start shifting the mindset a little bit and understanding that the debt, good debt, is going to be the key to it, but also just having a plan. Finding a deal that is just, look, it's no-brainer deals because it all comes back to the numbers. You're going to have to start looking into that. You can't be scared. You're going to have to take the leap, or whatever the current circumstance is that you're in, it's going to be like, okay, well, you shouldn't be complaining then, right? So, always, guys, I always say, if you want a rental property, study the deal, study your numbers. You're not guessing. This isn't guessing when we start getting into investments, right? Things can happen, you know, markets can get weird, but when you're setting your investment portfolio, you're always trying to create your exit strategy before you sign on a dotted line. If this is going to be a long-term hold, this is going to be a long-term hold. You're saying to yourself, hey, you're not buying this piece of property for the cash flow, the solely for the cash flow that it's going to bring at every month. Okay. This is something that I want to build equity into this particular asset that over the next 5, 10, 15 years, I have a tangible asset that is constantly appreciating. Because as we all know, real estate, regardless of what's going on, real estate's going to appreciate 4% at the very least. All my deals, it's called cash on cash. Basically, how much money do I have put into all my deals versus how much it's giving me in return? All of them now are doing at a minimum 7%, somewhere as high as like 15%, depending on the deal. So you have to start looking into that, guys. That's why I try to come on here as much as possible and just share the information. A lot of the information is boring to a lot of people. I understand that. But it's the boring information. That is what is going to separate you from wishing and wanting versus taking action. Drew, this is the business when we're in business mode, collar shirt, tucked in, tight ass pants. Right? We're not athleisure, no gym clothes. That'll be a little bit later. So, and even this actually brings up another point. We were talking about mindset, but it's also all the external as well. It's like, man, you guys are investors. I want you, all of you guys who are watching this right now. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You guys are investors. Anyone who's listening, anyone who taps into the content, I see you guys as future investors or current investors. Myself, most of you guys know, you know, the gym guy. I'm always in the tank top, short shorts. But when it's time to work and it's time to put in motion, listen, the outfit changes because I want to put myself in the best situation for success. And that's something that I want you guys to also adopt. It's a mindset thing. And if you have the mindset, that means it's going to now show in what you wear, how you're carrying yourself. And for me, I have to make sure, just for me to get a fair chance in a lot of situations, I have to be perfect. So hopefully you can read between the lines with that. Just for me to have a fair chance in a lot of situations, I got to make sure I'm razor sharp. All my I's are dotted, all my T's are crossed. You know, and low key, I'll let you guys in on a little secret. This shirt was about $6 on Amazon. Okay. That's why I tell you guys, that's why swole and funded is key. That's why getting in shape, getting that physique right, it changes the fit. Because I'll be honest, this whole look is about $30. Right? This shirt was on sale on Amazon. These are Amazon pants. And the belt, I think, is probably the same was like, I don't know, $8. Well, no, the shoe game, I'm wearing sneakers 'cause I'm walking around all day. But when I do have to see a client, I put the loafers on. But right now, I'm just in sneakers because I'm just in the office walking around. But the loafers are in the car when it's time to go see the client, and definitely no show socks. But I say all that because this is what's required. I'm joking, I'm having fun, but this is what is required, though, guys, and you have to really think about that. Listen, when you as long as it's fitted properly on me, we're good. I'll tell somebody this is a $500 outfit, whatever. No, we're not doing that. Do I have all that other luxury items? Yeah, I got a couple of pieces. Does it define me? Absolutely not. Should it define you? Absolutely not. Is it required sometimes, depending on the setting that I might be in? Unfortunately, yes. Is sometimes the car that I need to pull up in, does it have to be of a certain whatever? Yeah. Do I have it? Yes. Does it define me? Absolutely not. But this is marketing also. I am the business card. So I have to carry it like such. So but back to it though with your investments. I always, guys, it is the key. It can help change your life because everybody that I know, and I have a good network of people, regardless of what industry that they're in, they do have a piece of property somewhere or properties. And it is one of the quickest vehicles to wealth if you understand the concept of it. People would try to downplay it because they're like, you don't make that much money on each property per month. That's where you guys are going to separate yourselves from that pack because you're not solely resting or relying on just how much we're cash flowing. Because, for example, if you did say you wanted to have a certain number per month that you're making per month, no, I'm just live streaming. Hold on one second. Yeah. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Yeah, I am back. So yeah, guys. So I always want, I'm really adamant. It's really a passion of mine that I keep coming on here and showing up. And shout out to Jerome in the building right now. He's a part of the team and he's a part of the community. And he's just been doing an awesome job. And I'm really happy to see people just taking action. So, and that's what I want you guys to do. Let me have a seat here. So this is something that I want you guys to really start taking action on, that I don't want you to solely just come on here. And actually, before, let me take a step back. What I don't want to do is just give you information that cannot be applied. Like I want to make sure I'm giving actionable steps that you guys can start now doing what you need to do. To maybe one day get your piece of property. Maybe you're not ready right now. And I always say that in every live, regardless if you may not be ready this month, next month, months from now, but let's get prepared. Let's start getting in, let's start taking the initial steps to get you into that mode. So when the opportunity, because guys, what is opportunity or what's luck? It's when it's opportunity meets, I forgot the phrase, but the point is you may not be ready this very minute, but that doesn't mean you don't take necessary steps to get to that level. That doesn't mean you can't take necessary steps now that's setting you up for when that opportunity does come, or starting to create the person that can now handle having three properties, four properties. You're making an extra 2,000 a month. How many of you like to make an extra $1,000 a month for, honestly, you're not doing much of anything once you get the systems going. It's not truly passive, no. But once you have the systems in play, once you do that initial hard part of getting your property together, get it up and running, get a tenant in there, now you're collecting. Now you're getting an extra $1,000 a month. They're paying into your mortgage, okay, building equity. You now have an asset that will continue to appreciate. You have an asset that can now last longer than you'll be here, and it will keep on growing. You can pass it down, you can leverage it, and you can borrow against it. There's a lot of things you can do with it. So let's start getting into that mindset that, hey, you're not ready right now, but you can take actionable steps to become ready. When I listen, I used to work for a lot of agents, people with Airbnbs, and I was just a camera guy. So if you guys, let me give you guys a quick backstory. So how I even really got exposed to, just real estate and the power of it, I was the camera guy. So another business that I have on the side is I have a video business. So running Facebook ads, Google ads, shooting content for clients. That's what I have, and I still have it up and running. I was shooting with a lot of real estate agents and people who own Airbnbs, all that stuff. But that's all that I was doing. And I was just getting exposed to, there's a lot of money going on here, dude. People are making a lot of money. Maybe one day. I mean, at the time, I'm like, I couldn't do it, but maybe one day. And then slowly but surely, it just started to grow. But if I just said, hey, screw it, it's never going to work, and never pursued it, never started to put myself in the position to do it, start aligning myself with certain people who are doing it would have never happened. So when the opportunity did show up, I'm like, okay, I have these things in place, I can get things going. So that's what I'm trying to do now for you guys. You know, get yourself in a position to where when the opportunity comes, when that deal comes, because what I do in this office that I'm in, I get deals all the time. I see deals all the time. Deals are coming my way all the time. And I'm selling it over to this investor, or I'm buying it for me. That's what I want to do for you guys. So when, hey, I have a deal, let's look at the numbers together. These numbers make sense. We can do something with it. Let's rock. But the only way that happens is taking those actionable steps. And that's what I'm doing. Every time I come on here, I want to just give you guys some actionable steps you can take that, look, just put in the work, execute. These guys out here that are making, there's a guy right now just off of rentals. He's doing like 15 grand a month. Crazy. He's still better than you guys. He took actionable steps and he's making it happen. The same principles apply. Whether it's you're doing 15 grand a month and you have 30 properties, you're making 2 grand a month and you have 3 properties. The same principles still apply, and you can do it as well. So if I'm coming on here and I'm in it, right? I'm in it every day, and I'm sharing what I do. I'm letting you guys know what I'm looking at, the deals I do, the properties that I have. I go more in depth with it in the community, but I'm showing you, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what my buddy over here is doing. This We're not using theory. This is what's going on for real. This is what I want for you guys. But it's going to take you guys. That's why I keep screaming actionable steps, actionable, 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 because I can give all the information on the planet. Look, let me show you what even the office situation is even looking like. So I'm either here. Well, so I'm either here or I'm in the home office, or if we're talking about real estate related. So I'm either here, home office, or I'm outside in the field, networking, looking at properties, looking at the next deal for myself, looking at the next deal for other investors. But and then of course we're putting in the work in the gym. But this is all day, every day. When someone asks my little peer group if there's ever a question about real estate, I'm the guy that people ask. And I say that not from a like an egotistical thing, but I should be the guy you're asking because I'm the one that's in it all day, every day. This is what I want to give to you guys. So this is what this is all about. I'm serious about it because there's opportunity out here and we're missing out on it. We can get a piece of it too, whether it is one, one property or 1,000. You guys can get it, but it is going to require putting in the work and investing in yourself because it's going to take an investment. It's going to take an investment. If you're willing to invest in yourself, but changing your situation, getting that portfolio, sky's the limit. And I'm saying it like that because I'm doing it, and I thought it would never happen. I thought it would be impossible for me to do something like this. No, no, you can make it happen if you are willing to work. That's why I'm in this 24/7. Same way I put intensity and training in the gym, this is what I'm doing with this. If I leave this office, I'm going to hit the gym. What am I going to be researching on that Stairmaster? More real estate. Keep setting myself up for more success. And also so I can have, whether I have the answer or I know who to ask to get the answer, to make sure I get the information to you guys. And when you guys are ready to do that, you guys want that, guys the limit, guys. I'm telling you, sky's the limit. It's right there. It's right there. I look at deals every day. We were just talking about, out here in Atlanta, the World Cup is going to be here next year. So what is everybody trying to do right now? Everybody's trying to either get their condo or like a house, get that investment, and so they can have it for Airbnbs once the World Cup comes here. Because the World Cup is going to be here for a month, and that means everything is going to be sold out. That means if anybody has a Airbnb, you are going to make so much freaking money in that month is going to be insane because the whole world for that month is going to be in Atlanta. It's going to be crazy. So the talk is okay, got to start setting up some Airbnbs, got to get these places furnished. And you legitimately have over a year. Actually, you need more, actually, less than a year because people will already start flying in here April, May, getting ready for that. So getting your Airbnbs together, you know, converting after that's over, converting your Airbnbs or your short-term rentals to long-term. But the thing is, you have to take action though. You got to take action. So I want to share that with you guys real quick. It's gonna be a quick live. I'm actually gonna hop over to TikTok and see who's on there. Make sure I chop it up with those guys on there. But anyone who's interested, definitely check out the community where we go more in depth. If you are a part of the community, we have more one-on-one discussions. We can start curating steps to get you your property. Because guys, it's not difficult, right? It's not that many steps to get it. Does the deal make sense? What's your exit plan? What's the funding looking like? It's 3 steps, literally. 3 steps to you going from having no properties, no investments, to getting a piece of property, getting an investment property. Like I'm not talking about your primary, because you guys should be worrying about like having your primary residence just as yet. Build up your capital, build up your portfolio, then you can go ahead and build your house to your liking. You don't have to settle on, oh, I can't have this, I can't have that. No, put yourself in a financial position to where I want to have my house like this and I can afford it. So yeah, but how's the deal? Does the deal make sense? Because when I read, if you notice, I'm not talking about your personal credit. I'm not talking about, okay, your debt to income ratio. I'm not talking about any of that. You can get approved for certain hard money loans at about a 600 credit score with a softball. You just have to make sure you have a certain amount of funds. And I'm telling guys, I'm telling you how it works. Like I'm telling you what the lenders are going to be looking for. Like I'm giving you guys, okay, this is what they're going to look for. Does the does the deal make sense? How the deal look? Do they have to make their money? Proof of funds. Whatever the loan amount will be, you're gonna have to have 30% of that in your account. And they're not interested on where it comes from. They just need to see it in there. Okay. And then what's your exit strategy? Is this a flip? It's a rehab, or you try like a burr method, and you're off to it. 3 things. These other gurus or whatever the hell, they want to make it long and drawn out, and you got to buy 10 courses. No, that's why I created a scenario where just tap into the community and we can start going over it together, regardless of wherever you live. Doesn't matter because the information applies to everywhere. You guys can start doing your homework now. Like, just start researching. If you want to know, okay, what area, just reach out. Because regardless of what happens, when I end this live, I'm gonna keep on pushing. I'm gonna keep on pushing forward. I'm gonna keep on, scaling this thing. And I will continue to show you guys the journey along the way. But I don't want to just be the one to do that. I want to see what you guys do. I want to see you guys, getting your properties. I want to see you guys putting in the work to get closer to it. I want to see you guys looking at deals, looking at condos, looking at homes. Oh, okay. And understanding. So Anyway, if you're interested, the link is in the description. I'm not going to be promoting it like some corny salesman because it's there. It's up to you if you guys are willing to execute. So, all right, I'm out of here, guys. I'm on TikTok. Let's go.